How to get rid of hiccups for a baby. Many mothers are at a loss when their baby hiccup, worrying about what will happen to the baby. In fact, hiccups are a common symptom. Mothers, don't worry. First, we must know what is the cause of the baby's hiccups. 1. The baby's body is warmer later than the child, and it is easy to catch cold without clothes. The baby's body has a greater temperature difference than that of the night. Parents should pay attention to the warm body when it catches it cold. It will stimulate his diaphragm muscles to spasm and cause hiccups. 2. Problems with the spleen. If the baby is not restrained in feeding, or takes raw cold milk or cold medicines, the gastric function will be reduced, and the gastrointestinal dysfunction will be abnormal, and the stomach will be gasped and hiccup. 3. Feeding too fast or after crying. When breastfeeding, mothers should be careful not to make the baby rush, because eating too fast can easily cause the baby to inhale too much air and then hiccup too much. If the baby has already used the bottle to drink milk powder, parents should pay attention to supervise them not to drink too quickly. At the same time, don't let them drink while crying, because this can easily lead to hiccups. The baby's hiccup is caused by the sudden strong contraction of the diaphragm screen, and it is accompanied by an involuntary hiccup sound. Is there any way to prevent children from hiccups? 1. If the baby has gas in the abdomen after feeding, he will hiccups when lying down, because when the baby is drinking, the air swallowed by the forceful inhalation causes flatulence. So parents can help the baby by gently stroking after the baby has finished drinking and holding it for a while, which can prevent hiccups and spilled milk. 2. Feed the baby with smaller meals, or pick up the baby and pat the back after feeding to enhance exhaust. 3. Feeding a little warm water or using a temporary activity to divert the baby's attention can also improve the baby's hiccup symptoms. 4. During the day, there is always a temperature difference between morning and evening. Parents should pay attention to whether the baby is warm and the temperature changes, and increase the baby's clothes to prevent the baby from catching cold, which can reduce the occurrence of hiccups. 5. Breastfeeding baby. When feeding, pay attention to the effective connection between the baby's mouth and the mother's breast, so that the nipple, most of the areola, are contained in the baby's mouth. For artificially fed babies, pay attention to the size of the nipple and the baby's month-old. When feeding, pay attention to empty the air in the bottle first. How to get rid of hiccups for a baby. In fact, there should be no effective way to stop the hiccups, especially when you are not sure why hiccups occur. If the baby has hiccups suddenly, there is usually no need to deal with it. The hiccups usually stop after a while, unless the onset lasts for a long time. It lasts for 5 to 10 minutes. If the hiccup is too long, you can try the following methods. Method 1. Upright. Try to hold your baby upright on your shoulders. Clasp the baby lightly with the strength of your hands, and then pat your baby's upper back with the palm of your hand to encourage the baby to burp. Tips. Tips 1. In order to prevent the baby from spilling milk and spitting up, when using the upright position, mothers can put a small towel on their shoulders for easy cleaning. Tips 2. Because you rely on your hands to support your baby upright, when your baby is facing you, be careful not to cover your baby's mouth and nose to make it easier for your baby. Tips 3. If the baby doesn't hiccup after slapped a few times, you can consider stroking and then slap, or you can change to another shoulder and then slap. Method 2. Sitting position. If you find it more difficult to stand upright, you can consider sitting upright. Mother sits and let the baby sit on her lap facing her. Mother holds the baby's head with one hand and pats the baby's upper back with the other. Tips. Tips 1. Prepare a small towel for your baby to prevent spitting up. Tips 2. As with the upright position. If the baby does not hiccup after a few taps, consider stroking and then tapping. Method 3. Lying sideways. The mother sits with her legs closed and lays the baby horizontally, with her side lying on her lap, with the baby's head slightly facing down. Mother supports the baby with one hand and pats the baby's upper back with the other hand. Tips. This posture is more suitable for younger babies to prevent the baby from sliding down. You should use appropriate force to fix the baby on the mother's thigh. Hiccups are a common phenomenon in most newborns, mainly due to the imperfect development of the fetus and the inhalation of cold air. Of course, prevention of hiccups in newborns should be the main focus. Children should not eat when they are crying and stagnant. They should have the correct posture when feeding. Newborns who eat breast milk should avoid milk flow too fast when eating. Mothers should not breastfeed when the baby is crying hard. Pay attention to the above matters, which can prevent babies from hiccups. Method 4. Tickle. Mom can also pick up the hiccuping baby and use the tip of the index finger to gently tick the baby's mouth or ear. Because these two places are very sensitive to the baby and can also stimulate the baby's feet, you can squeeze it a little bit. Don't use too much force. After the baby cries, the hiccups will disappear naturally, because the nerves in the mouth are more sensitive. Scratching can relax the nerves in the baby's mouth, and the hiccups will disappear. Method 5. Relax and divert attention. You can play some relaxing music to your baby, or give your baby interesting toys to divert your baby's attention and reduce the number of hiccups. Artificially fed children should also avoid rush, fast, ice, and hot when eating, and swallow less when sucking. Newborns can use toys to lure or play soft music when they hiccup to transfer their emotions and reduce the frequency of hiccups. Compared with older children, most small babies don't seem to feel any discomfort unless they continue to hiccup. They will interfere with normal life such as diet. Therefore, parents only need to find out the cause of the baby's hiccups and treat them symptomatically. Hiccups are a sign of a baby's physical condition. If the baby continues to hiccup and the parents cannot find the cause, he should go to the hospital in time. The health of a baby is very important, and only a good body can develop into an adult. The problem of continuous hiccups in babies can be big or small, and I believe that everyone has gained a lot from this article. I hope that every parent can see the big from the small. Find and solve the problem when the baby has a problem. May all babies grow up healthy and healthy.